I'll tell you something. That's crazy to me. All right, so we got our last video to do, and then we go play Silk Song after that. So this video, this was a good video. Thank you, Mikey, for saying this. I do appreciate it, bro. I find these very interesting. Not only because I love food, but like they're just interesting to watch and just turn your brain off and just enjoy it for what it is. Let me see here. So let me see. Okay. So this is a video here by Utterly Noah. He has 30.3 thousand subscribers right now. And I know this video has been making its rounds. I think It's a Gundam talked about this one time when we did that one video. It says here, TheAnimeMen are the biggest anime posers on YouTube, hunting grifty bears. So I guess there's this thing where there's a bunch of anime tourists who are trying to get into the anime space where they know that it's easy money to just react and give their opinion per se on anime shows, and if they give like really shit like takes about them, they know they're gonna get talked about, whether in good or even for praise. So we're gonna see what this is about. So.
Don't want anyone attacking me for what I'm about to say.
Bright Roclo says, "Oh yeah."
Just watch Goku with a tail. I've never seen that before.
Sorry about that.
Get him out of here.
Get him out of here! Alright, well, I'm finally
Bright Roclo says, "Here we go."
If you've been anywhere on anime YouTube in the last week or so, you've probably heard mention of this infamous channel right here, TheAnimeMen. Now, who are TheAnimeMen? You may be asking yourself, and what exactly makes them infamous? Well, TheAnimeMen is actually...
Oh, I just want to make something very clear. I said anime man. I don't mean Joey. I'm sorry about that, Joey, if you ever see this video, if you even see my videos, which I doubt you'll ever see, but like, I meant anime men. TheAnimeMen. I know there's the anime man referring to Joey, Aki Dearest's boyfriend. I don't mean him. I'm talking about these group. It's a group of guys named the Anime Men. Just want to make that very clear so there's no confusion on that.
Relatively popular channel with almost 5 million subscribers that supposedly watches anime, as their tagline here says. Gee, I think you should have privated this video from 2 years ago, guys. It kind of shows exactly what you're all about today. Admittedly, if you look over this channel's content, there isn't actually that much regarding specific anime, and more just talking about anime culture and memeing on various things regarding that. And they also have hundreds and hundreds of YouTube shorts that have propelled them to almost 5 million subscribers. And yet they still can't pronounce the plural version of anime correctly. Wow.
It's like one of my Japanese animes.
So you're probably thinking, okay, these guys are a bit cringy, but they can't be that bad, right? They seem like they'd be easily ignorable if you're over the age of 8 and don't need Subway Surfers gameplay next to every video you watch. And for a long time, it seemed that most of anime YouTube agreed with that sentiment. However, one recent video has come out that has really put the TheAnimeMen in hot water and exposed them for a lot of what they really think about anime. This absolute gem of a video right here where they claim that they rank the first episode of every year's most popular anime. But funny enough, it's not really the ranking that people are upset at here. Well, not completely anyway. The big issue that everyone is currently taking with this video is just how blatantly disrespectful it is. They spend half the video on some of the most inspirational and influential anime of all time, and also using cringe terms like looks maxing to appeal to their probably universally Gen Alpha audience while doing it. It is a complete disaster of a video, and you can tell these guys aren't even anime fans. They're anime tourists.
They're tourists. They said it. They said that one with the fro said it. He said he always hated anime. I'm like, why? Why did you hate? You're watching anime for the first time, and you said you always hated it. What did you hate about it? What did you know about it? That shit's so stupid. Like, I don't hate furries. I don't hate furries for what they do, but I don't really fuck with it. I have no problem with it in the sense if they're into furries, that's fine. That's their thing. But I'm not going to say I hate it because I don't know anything about furry culture at all. I know there's some stigmas with it, but then again, I don't think that should be like a whole generalization of that whole fandom in that particular space. That is so dumb to say. Like, oh my god, I hate anime. Why do you hate anime? I don't know, I just hate it. That's such a childish thing to say. It is so childish, it's beyond stupid. Like, only children and teenagers say that stupid shit. We all know someone who has said that one time in their life. Oh, I don't like that person. Why you don't like that person? I don't know. I just don't like them. That is the most dumbest thing anyone can actually say. And sadly, we don't check people for that because it's not our problem. So, we just don't really make a big deal about it. Because they're our friend, or whatever the case may be. That shit is so stupid.
Is a term used to mock people that might seem like they're fake fans of anime or only into it because it's trendy and popular. Admittedly, the term anime tourist has become more of a buzzword in recent memory, since there are some people who just use it as a way to try to gatekeep new people from enjoying anime, but clearly that's not the case here. These guys are—
I'm not gonna lie, gatekeeping is not that bad. Sometimes gatekeeping is needed because some of these people who come in here just fuck it up for everyone else and then make a whole spectacle of nothing. I'm dead serious.
Anime tourists, take a good look. These guys very clearly do not care where anime started as a medium. One of them straight up admits he didn't even start watching anime till 2020.
There it is! There it is! There it is!
Ritroclose says true.
There it is! What the fuck? That's like, what, 5 years ago? Fuck you. Come on, dude. Literally? Oh, come on. Come on. Like, okay. Let me be frank about something. If you're brand new to a medium, like anime or Marvel comics, Western comics, whatever, and you have very little experience with it, I think if you still want to make videos on these things because you find them interesting or you're passionate to make videos on this particular subject, I think the best thing is to be very cautious. Do as much research, because since you don't have the natural experience like we did growing up watching anime from like shows we watched from Pokemon, Digimon, so on and so forth, when there was no internet at the time, we just watched these things, right? I would at least, if you're coming into it like 5 years ago or 4 years or even right now, I think if you're going to watch a show and you want to give a synopsis on it, I think you should research it as much as possible. Research the author, research the manga, research the reasons made, what your thinks the reasons are behind it. Just do extensive research, because if you come in lukewarm with a lukewarm response, you're going to get a very vicious response from that community. So the best thing to do is, if you're not familiar with a medium, watch the show. If you're still not sure about it, do some research. Ask some people around about the show so far. Try to avoid any spoilers if possible. Be very respectful, you know what I'm saying? Ask people's opinions about it. Don't try to gaslight or try to rage bait them or anything like that. Just be very nice and kind, and then you can build on some notes and then work your way up from there, right? I think that is a smarter way of doing it, instead of going in like guns blazing, not really knowing anything about it. You know only like one or two things, or you see one obscene thing and then you use that one obscene thing to generalize the whole like community. That is fucking stupid. You know what I'm saying? That is dumb. That is beyond stupid. So what you should do, because you probably just picked the wrong anime that was not for you. You know what I'm saying? You probably picked the wrong show to start off with. I would start off something very, very, first, start with the mainstream stuff, right? And then work your way through the more non-mainstream. I think that will make sense, because you have something to start off with. I don't think you should work with the non-stuff. You might build a following, but it really depends. Like when people started talking about Gacha Kuda, it was in that phase of, I'm not really sure about this, but then again, like the art is kind of cool. Like the art is fucking awesome. So like that's really helping me like keep that in my radar. But it is what it is. So if I was them, I would make it my mission to be as respectful as possible to that community when you're about to make a video. Because remember, once you post that video, it might go viral for the wrong reasons. For the French anime. With the French anime, like Wakfu or something. Or Radiant. I think Radiance is produced by Japan. I think it's produced by Japan, but written by a French man. Like, start with those type of shows. Or like Avatar: The Last Airbender. I guess. It's not really, I think they don't consider it an anime. It's kind of in that weird spot of it not and is at the same time. It's like a Western anime. Let's put it that way. It's Western anime. But, it is what it is. So, yeah, just come in respectful. Don't go guns blazing and start making a bunch of accusations of what this is, because you may not have the full context of what that certain archetype is and stuff. Yeah, anime inspired, like Teen Titans. What's another show? I think it was Teen Titans. I guess Steven Universe, but that's not technically anime, but it's very anime inspired. It has a bunch of anime references, Dragon Ball and Final Fantasy and Sailor Moon.
So 2020.
Huh, gee, I wonder why that was the year you chose to get into anime finally, buddy. This guy was probably the dude who bullied people for liking anime back in the day.
Yeah, he did.
Likes it purely because of Cloud. What a poser. Now, on the one hand, I actually don't think anime tourists are necessarily a bad thing. I think it's actually good to see a lot more people getting into anime and especially wanting to experience a lot of the older stuff or just things they might have missed out on before it became popular. Seeing people get into anime as an art form and getting to experience the best of what it has to offer is actually a really cool thing in my opinion. But that is very clearly not what's going on here at all. These guys don't actually care about having deeper discussions about anime or talking about the stories or characters or the art of it at all. All they see anime as is a vehicle for trendiness and clout. They are some of the biggest anime grifters I have ever seen. So today we're going to look at this video, discuss a lot of the very clear red flags with it, and also talk about why this kind of anime tourism is really bad in general. So after giving us the premise for this video, they start with the 1960s era of anime, and even here, right off the bat, there are already so many red flags.
We're starting with this. It's on YouTube and it's 35 seconds long.
You know what they're actually trying to do? They're trying. I forgot what the group was. It was I forgot it was like a bunch of black guys. I forgot their names. But they had some. It was in the 2010s when they was not making fun of anime, but they was making fun of like tropes in anime. The one when they was fighting and scuffling in front of the house. I forgot what their names. It was a dude who says pause. I forgot his name, but he's pretty funny, and his crew is pretty funny. They did a bunch of anime references and anime focused stuff, like anime. They did the one anime skit where that one kid who knows everything about anime but doesn't know how to socialize right. He'll say like a bunch of like.
Brightroclose says RDC World.
RDC World? Okay, that was them. So RDC World, I think what they're trying to do is do what they did in the 2010s or like mid to late 2010s and try to get away with this, but it's not going to work because that's already been done. So they can't just say, "Oh, I watched anime with my friends and did a bunch of reactions, X, Y, and Z." No, but we've seen that thousands of times. Now people are looking for the genuineness in that, and people can detect genuineness pretty well. About I think 80%, 85% of the time. So we all know this is gonna come off extremely grifter-ish or stupid.
Crack. That fight was crack. It was 30 seconds. It was about some sushi chef with like octopus arms. That anime is F tier.
Somehow, despite the first recorded anime instant history being only 35 seconds as they put it, they're on their phones for the entirety of it. You just can't
There it is.
this up. These guys are incredibly brain rotted. And just right off the bat here, they already show they're not even equipped to talk about older anime at all. Obviously, older anime isn't going to be up to the standards of today's anime and the stuff they're probably used to, but you should at least pay reference to where the medium all started to begin with. And they just
There it is. Gotta do your research.
F tier instantly without really elaborating why they think it should be in the F tier, apart from the superficial reason that they found it quote-unquote boring. They even do this to Astro Boy, for crying out loud.
This very thing is the very reason why people say, "Oh, when is the next tutorial you're gonna put out? Why is it taking you so long to make it?" Because I'm doing my research. I don't want to post something and then I have to make another video apologizing on why the video wasn't up to snuff of what it was supposed to be based on a tutorial. Even a tutorial, you need some form of research because you're giving advice to people on the internet, and you don't want that to be bad advice that could end up biting you in the ass. Even though it's just art, and art is subjective to a degree, there is still some rules you must have to follow and understand to apply these things. So when I'm working on my tutorial, like I'm not very good at composition. So because composition is not in my highest aspects of expertise, I'm doing everything in my power to watch video after video, research after research, even probably read a book or two on it, look at some films, theories type stuff, because composition comes in film as well, and you can apply those onto your artwork in different ways and stuff. So this is why research is very important. You should do your research before you do anything, before you post anything, so you don't look like a total asshat saying things that doesn't make any sense, or it may be contradictory contradictory or anything like that. So you don't have that one person or a bunch of people heckling you in the comments and saying you're a moron. So, you know, because the most important thing you can ever have as a content creator and anyone, or whether you're a business, is having that genuine trust with your audience. And if you lost your trust with your audience, you just pretty much just fucked your whole shit. That's the last thing you want to do. I'm looking at you, Nintendo, and I'm definitely looking at you, Disney, and Marvel Comics, and DC Comics. And I'm looking at all y'all. You fuck faces.
Looney Tunes ass fault. He's abandoning his son, and then it's literally just like, it's like, come on.
So, Astro Boy from 1963.
I give it an absolute bottom of the barrel F tier.
F tier, bottom.
Oh my god.
Imagine dissing one of the most foundational and iconic pieces of anime ever just because you thought it was Looney Tunes-esque. I will say, as an anime and really as a piece of media, something like Pluto far does outdo Astro Boy, but it's important to recognize just how foundational Astro Boy was for getting anime more popular in the West. Crapping on Astro Boy for the superficial reason of it being too cartoonish for their tastes honestly just makes these guys look like uneducated jerks.
Big X.
Man, big dookie, bro.
Big Stinky, bro.
Like, bro, you're telling me people used to watch this?
I'm actually upset that I watched it.
But it was just beyond bad. Like, this anime shouldn't have been made, bro.
But what about it was bad?
It was
Why
from
was it bad?
1964. They're Bro's right. This dude's right. Otter's right. You're comparing something that came in 1964 where animation was extremely limited to something like a Demon Slayer. What are you doing? What? That's like literally comparing a baby to an athlete and getting mad at the baby for not that being on the same level as the athlete. What are you doing? And the irony in this, without the baby, the athlete would have never existed in the first place. That's the irony in this. What is happening?
Anything here. It's like these guys think that if they give any proper analysis of the media they're analyzing, if they're even capable of that, then their Gen Alpha audience will just turn off the video, which is really sad.
Next anime we're watching is from Jungle Taiti Kimba the White Lion.
It starts off with a looks-maxing white lion that rules a jungle.
Wow, looks maxing. Great analysis there, guys. You're really the Patrick H. Williams of anime. And these guys are so uneducated.
Why do I have a feeling that Kimba the White Lion they're going to bring up something about racism? Something about racism is going to come up with this, I bet you.
On anime that they can't even make the joke about the Lion King supposedly being a ripoff of Kimba. Admittedly, that joke is a little overdone at this point, but man, it would still be better than this.
Alright guys, we're watching Doro Doro, whatever the hell it's called. Just off starting with some
Whatever the hell it's called.
Animation.
This one was okay.
This one wasn't bad. It had promise.
It did have promise.
Watching it, you could definitely see where a lot of modern anime things come from.
What, you didn't see that in Astro Boy too? I swear, these guys just don't get it. Maybe if you hadn't been on your phone the entirety of watching Astro Boy, you would have seen a lot of modern anime stuff in there too. Also, they say this later in the video, but apparently they've been watching everything on 2x speed, which is just insane to me.
What? They're watching at 2x speed? We're so fucked. Bro, we're so fucked. Like, they're watching it in 2x speed. They don't have enough brain cells or at least enough attention span. That's the problem. This is why TikTok has to go. It has to go. I'm dead serious. I'm not even kidding. I don't give a fuck. I'm on this thing. This is why TikTok has to go, bro. This is sad. We have fucked our young people. They can't watch a old anime. Old, and most of them are not long. They're like 10 minutes. They're literally like 10 minutes. I don't even think a full 15, not even 20. I think like 10 to 5 minutes long. From the 70s. 1964 anime. They can't, and remember, it's very limited, so it's not a long. It's not a long, like, shows. They're not long. So for the fact that they have to put on 2x speed, and then make a judgment on that 2x speed video from something that's made in 1964 that has limited animation. That is crazy, dude. Lupin the Third, one of my favorites. Yeah, Lupin the Third goes hard.
Watch a full 22-minute episode of a TV show without it being on 2x speed. They probably needed Minecraft gameplay to go with it too.
Next anime we're watching is Lupin the Third.
Yeah, we recognize this character, and we're giving this anime a little bit more respect, so we're only gonna put it at 1.5 times speed.
Wow, how generous of you.
Only because they recognize it.
1.5 speed instead of 2 times speed. Clearly the gold standard for anime viewing here. Funny enough, this actually isn't the only anime ranking video to get some controversy this year. For those who may not know, there was actually a video by a user named Kimbo Slice that debuted earlier this year that caused a lot of controversy as well, much like this one. Most people's problem with that video was that Kimbo didn't really go over much of the anime at all that he was covering, and he covered about 11 hours worth of anime. However, despite its extreme length, this video did come under a lot of fire since a lot of people found it kind of misleading since he doesn't really review the anime that he talks about in each segment. Heck, each quote-unquote review is barely a minute long sometimes. So while that video is bad for other reasons, honestly I think even that's better than this. While there isn't much real analysis in that video either, there's still more of it than in this one. At least you could tell for the most part that Kimbo Slice had watched most of the anime he was discussing and not just on his phone during the first episode of it. It just boggles my mind that these bozos can't even handle a 22-minute first episode of an anime. This generation is so cooked, I swear to God.
Wait,
Told you.
What do we have? What is that? What is that, Jeremy?
Color! We have color!
You know, it was in color. I was hoping for something good. And then... Okay, Jeremy.
This is stupid.
Guys, Devilman, animation was pretty good for it being so old. Except the one problem was just how bad the characters and the overall story was.
It was bad.
It was bad.
Okay, well, what was bad about them? What didn't you like about the characters? What didn't you like about the story?
Yeah. This is where when people come into the stream, whether they see my artwork or not, and says this is horrible. Okay, what makes it horrible? And if they say anything of the contrary, saying anything like, oh, it's horrible because I think it looks bad. Or say something like, I think it's horrible because I don't like it. This is a stupid person. That is not a critique. That is not a critique. A critique is when you say, oh, I don't think the drawing looks nice. Okay, what doesn't make the drawing looks nice? Well, for starters, I think the gesture's off a little bit here. The foreshortening on this particular leg seems a little bit too foreshortened. And I think the overall logic of it in it doesn't make a lot of sense. And it doesn't make sense on here, and here. And where the character's thumb is being placed doesn't make sense either. There you go. You gave me specific reasons of what's wrong with it. You didn't just say, I don't like it because, well, I don't like it. That you just said the same thing twice. You didn't elaborate. You didn't get anywhere close to give me a clear cut of why you don't like it. You just say you don't like it. It goes back to equivalent of saying, oh, I don't like that person. Why? I just don't like them. You know nothing about them at all, but you don't like them. You didn't even say they're like ugly or anything. You just literally say you just don't like them. That is beyond mental illness.
On words like characters and story without actually elaborating on what those mean for them means that they've actually properly reviewed the anime, which no, they haven't. What do you guys want, a gold star? You're not getting it. One of you was literally asleep the whole time. How do you expect people to take you seriously as anime creators?
Chodenji machine volts got into it fast. Aliens invaded the Earth and the world was ending in the first episode, bro. And honestly, I can't tell you what the characters' names were and anything else about the show.
Because you were on your phone, you clown! If these guys were actually interested in learning about the history of anime, then I wouldn't be as hard on them, but clearly they just don't care. They're very clearly just biding their time till they get to anime from the 2010s, which is probably the only stuff they know about anyway. Honestly, it would be nice to see them actually elaborate on some of these animes so that if their audience is curious about one, then they can actually decide if they want to see it or not. But this tells you nothing at all. This is perhaps the worst video ever to actually watch for anime recommendations.
What the fuck is this?
Guys, me and Jeremy have an announcement. That was the best anime ever so far.
Oh my god, these people are horrible. This is horrible. This makes this hard to watch. I'm not even kidding. Jesus Christ, this is hard to watch.
Insane animation. for how old it was. Insane. Great dub voice acting.
Great dub voice acting.
Oh my gosh,
And
like
also-
the dub voice acting is perfect.
Yeah.
Fusion World Conan, you're going straight to A tier.
Why am I not surprised that these guys don't even bring up the fact that Hayao Miyazaki directed this
Bright
series?
Roclo says hang in there,
the founder
teach.
of Studio Ghibli and arguably
And I'm really fighting it, bro. I'm not even kidding. I'm getting somewhat heated by this because it's people like this ruin shit like this, and they wondering why the West is the way they are. It's people like this fuck it all up for everyone else. That's what makes it. Oh fuck.
The thing is, though, these guys would have to actually read to find that out, and they're not gonna do that, clearly. They're too busy doing cringy dances to the theme song and screaming. I think also one of the biggest issues I have with how this list was put together that I haven't really seen a lot of other people talking about is that they all each watch these anime separately. Rather than all these guys watching the anime together and pooling their thoughts together, it's just two of them each watching each anime on this list and then just making some dumb jokes. So it doesn't even feel like they all came to a consensus on what they think on these anime. And apparently they hate all mecha anime too, since most of them have ended up in F tier for some reason.
Yes, there it is. That tells me already that they're full of shit. All of them do not like the mecha anime at all. Now, I'm not saying they have to like it, but the fact that they put all of them in F tier is some bullshit. All of them? All of them? Did you even put Gundam, like, G Gundam in there? Did you put Eureka 7? Did you put... They probably... Like he said, he probably put all the ones that's from 2010 and then give them... They didn't even put Fully Cool in there. Nah, bro. This is stupid. These are dumbasses. I'm sorry. That's wild. Because... fuck it. They're just only focusing on the stuff that they recognize from memes and from the 2010s. He's right. That's all they're doing. They're just focusing on the things that they already know from the internet. Anything from that, these are tourists. This is why you don't let these tourists in. Because they only know what they know based on the internet by just pure chance. But anything beyond that, they don't know jack shit. I bet you they don't even know the names of those characters in there from the we call it the something star, we call it North Star, Fist of the North Star. I'm pretty sure they don't even know most of the characters in there.
I'm just gonna let that moment speak for itself there. I can't believe these guys are acting so performatively over a meme that everybody knows and has been dead forever now.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what's wild to me. I can get it. I can get why some people may not like Gundam Wing. I get it. It's really political. I get it. And there's a lot of talking, per se. But, like, there's fucking Code Geass. Like, yes, they have mechs, and yes, there's some political stuff in it, but mainly it's about what Lelouch can do with his eye. So it has magic in it. It has mecha in it. So, like, you don't have to be, like, a mecha fan, per se, to know what the fuck is going on, right? It's, like, it's a pretty simple premise to a degree. Disgruntled prince wants revenge on his royal family. He gets a magical eye that makes people do what he wants when he tells them to. It's in the far future where there's mechs running around. And he can use his mech, and he has people use mechs to fight for him or fight himself. Pretty simple premise from that point. G Gundam, just like what Mikey said, is literally a wrestling, fighting robot.
Think there are good mecha anime out there.
Yeah, you don't have to be a super fan. You can point at least one or two animes that you've seen that has mechs in it or has mech inspired things in it and like it. There's Fully Cooley, there's Gurren Lagann, there's there's I wouldn't call it a mech, it's more like sci-fi. There's I'm not gonna count that. I was gonna say Cyberpunk, but I don't think that's a great idea. There's Eureka 7. What's another one there's Metabots. How do you not like Metabots, bro? Like, literally, Metabots is literally Pokemon robots. How do you not like that? Fuck these kids. I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. I'm getting heated. Like, that's how stupid this conversation is. How do you not like Metabots? Metabots is literally Pokemon robots. G Gundam is literally what Mikey said, wrestling robots. Like, I'm pretty sure these kids have seen that that Hugh Jackman movie when he's fighting robots, where he's in the wrestling ring and you control the robot and you punch each other. It's literally the toy thing. I forgot what it's called. Oh, there's like Megalo Boxing. I forgot, Megalo something Mania. I don't think that's technically mecha, but it has sci-fi elements in it.
Real Steel.
Real Steel. There you go, Real Steel. I don't get it. I don't get it. Oh, and there's that one anime. I forgot. It's a mecha anime. Fuck. It's like a fuck. Hold on. I'll look it up real quick. I know where I'm. It starts with an R, but hold on. I'll go check it out.
You know what time it is?
Dragon Ball time.
Dragon Ball time.
Dragon Ball. I don't want anyone attacking me for what I'm about to say, but what the hell did I just watch? Goku with a tail. I've never seen that before.
What? I'm done. I don't think I can finish this video, guys. I'm sorry, I don't think I can finish this video.
Triplo says, here we go.
I'm gonna cry. What? You have never seen... Oh, there's Evangelion. I forgot that one. And then there's, Oh, what's that one anime with the sword? It's a mecha anime. It's like a magic mecha anime where it's like a giant mech, but it has a sword and a cape. Oh, and the protagonist has like a black hair. I forgot his name. I'll find it. But like, Jesus Christ, I don't think I can finish this. This is making me mad. Oh, there's fucking Darling in the Franxx. If you're like a girl who likes romance, you might like that, even though the ending is abysmal. But then again, like, you might like that.
Malunky said original Dragon Ball was really funny.
It was, and dude said, I have never seen this anime before of Goku small and with a tail. You have never seen Goku with a tail? Are you kidding me? It's literally in the first episode in Dragon Ball Z. Oh no, not first episode. It was Gohan. Gohan had a tail in the first one. I think they took his tail after the fact. My bad, I said the wrong thing. But like, Jesus Christ.
Said these dudes are just not real.
I said the wrong thing, my bad. This is not real. This is not real. This is pissing me off. I'm like, what the fuck?
Your channel is called TheAnimeMen. Your tagline says, we watch anime. And yet, you didn't know that Goku had a tail to start with in
It must be.
Ball.
This is the most wildest thing I've ever heard. This is the most wildest thing I've ever heard. It makes no sense. He said I have never seen Goku with a tail. Are you fucking... Okay.
You guys deserve to be laughed out of every anime expo you go to going forward. The incompetence is unreal here. It's also weird because they claim they've only seen Dragon Ball Z, but there are flashbacks of Goku with
a tail. Yeah. Yes.
So
yes.
Did you not watch anything then? Given everything we've seen so far, it's looking pretty likely.
Yes, he hit it on the head. These are the individual men who make fun. Oh, there's Ghost in the Shell. Well, Ghost in the Shell has mecha influences, but I don't think there's a situation where the main character's in a giant mech, but there are mechs, like mech-like entities that's running around and stuff like that. You can use that as a form of mecha somewhat. It has mecha-inspired stuff in it, I guess. But yeah, like fuck, this is weird. This is a weird thing. This is why gatekeeping is needed. And I know that sounds evil, but gatekeeping is literally needed. You need to keep these people out because they fuck it up for everyone else. And then they get shocked at what they see. And then they say, oh, this is weird, guys. What is this? I didn't get into this. I'm like, bro, come on, dude. Are you kidding me?
Said there's guilty crown count. It's but they still fight with mechs.
If they fight with mechs, then yeah.
I love Ghost in the Shell. The Tashibanas are fierce yet adorable spider tanks.
Yes, they're so cute. They're round blue spider tanks. I think some of them are in other colors, if I remember right. But I mainly remember one in the blue. And the song is goated. If you guys know the Ghost in the Shell song, that is still a goat song. This is what it is. That used to play on Adult Swim. That one crazy hard. But I don't know, man. This is pissing me off. This video is definitely going on the reaction channel. I'm dead serious.
It's insane. One of the most iconic and influential works in all of anime in D tier. Let that sink in. You guys truly
Retro
do
Close
not
says
deserve the
facts.
title of the anime.
Oh, and Zoids. I forgot Zoids. I keep forgetting about Zoids. And Zoids, boy. Come on. Come on.
You know, Sailor Moon's very glazed. You know, I feel like girls growing up because they watch this. Yeah. But I'm gonna be honest, it looks dookie. We're too old for this now.
It looks dookie.
Okay, so you're putting...
It looks dookie. It looks we're too old for this. Bro, this show is older than most of you in the room. Bro, most of these shows are older than most of you in the fucking room. Are you talking? Oh my god, this is horrible. This is why, oh my god, the internet is the horriblest thing that ever happened to young people.
Sailor Moon, perhaps the most popular shoujo anime in history, in C tier? That should be an instant S tier. Also, saying Sailor Moon's style is dookie is crazy to me because that's one of the most iconic anime styles of all time.
And you know what's funny? The otter here, you know he's goated. The narrator that we're listening to from this YouTube channel, he's pretty goated because you see what he just said? Most famous shoujo anime of all time. He didn't say magical girl. Yes, they have magical girls in it. That's the outfit and stuff. But it's not the first and most popular. It's that old anime. I forgot what it's called, with the girl with the horns and she has green hair and she's wearing those the bikini. She was the original magical girl, I believe.
If you show anyone any character from Sailor Moon, even if it's not the main Sailor Scouts themselves, they're probably going to be able to tell you it's from that show because that style is iconic. How are you not getting this?
Evangelion lovers, don't get mad at me. I love Evangelion. That first episode,
Bro said he loves Evangelion, but he has never seen Goku in with no tail. I call fucking cap on this one. And remember, he's watching these shows in 2 times speed, so I know for a fact he didn't watch this show because there's some moments in the show it's really boring and slow. There's no way he watched this. There's no way.
I only have one thing to say about Evangelion, and that's Misato. I can't lie, the best part about the episode is Holy Gyat, bro. Is her name Misato? She's so bad. Bro.
We still saying fucking Gyat?
Brawl Game said hi.
We're still saying that fuck shit? You kids are still saying Gyat still? That shit is so mental ill.
Blur and doesn't really set up anything until the end, and it doesn't really get anything done. Without Misato, this would be lower, but it is going in the C tier.
You need to shut the up.
Okay, so I think this ranking on its own is emblematic of so many of the problems with this video in general. Admittedly, they are showing their hand a bit already by glazing Masato as quote-unquote the only good part of the first episode of Evangelion, but also saying that it doesn't set anything up is insane.
Wait, you hate it? Hate what? Evangelion?
Everything up for the series to follow. The first episode literally opens on an angel attack and Nerve responding to it and Shinji running from it. And it's not long after that we meet Masato and get a whole synopsis of what Nerve is about, or at least what the show wants you to know about Nerve at that point in time.
Okay, so you're saying then. You're saying. If you don't say it, I'm not referring to you. So if I say y'all still saying Gat, if you're not saying it, I'm not referring to you. People who still say it, ironically, if they're saying it in ironically be funny, it's not funny. Or Gyat. Because fucking I can't even blame Kai for that. Because that was just a literal reaction. I can't even blame him for that. That was not even a word. People just ran with it, which is strange. It's one of those moments where the internet just ran with something that was not even intended to be a thing. I can't blame Kai for that. I cannot.
Right in this episode, it also show a lot of the strained relationship between Shinji and his dad. How in the world does that first episode not set up anything? The plot completely went over these goobers' heads.
Alright guys, Detective Conan is done. Jeremy? I don't know about you. Guys,
these
if you wanna
idiots.
watch some detective work, how about you deduce the fact that Detective Conan is not that good? C tier.
Oh, really?
I bet you these idiots have never watched Law and Order, CVU, or whatever the fuck that thing called, Criminal Minds. I'm pretty sure they watch none of this shit. The show that the thing we're reacting to right now, the guy who we're watching is called, what's his name? It's called Utter. We just found him today, so I'm not an avid watcher of him. So, his name is Utterly Noah. We're reacting to Utterly Noah by his reaction to these, the anime men, not the anime man, not Joey, but the anime men, these grifters who are trying to use anime to segue their way into fame. So that's what's happening here. I saw them at first when It's a Gundam did the video on it. I thought it was going to be like a one and done thing, but it seems like it's been popping up everywhere, from It's a Gundam to Aki Dearest and now this dude. It was the first thing that popped up, so I clicked it because I liked the thumbnail. So when I clicked the thumbnail, here we are. So this is crazy. I don't know how this is sad.
Also has an episode that sets everything up perfectly, also is C tier. This episode sets up the entire main cast and also shows Shinichi's relationship with each of them and then shows him transforming into a kid. This literally does set up the entirety of the rest of the series here. Can't believe they're doing my boy Conan like this. Also, interestingly enough, the year following this, they called Berserk the most popular anime of that year and actually give it a good review, but the thing is, the most popular anime of that year was Pokemon, by far, not Berserk. How did you guys not know that Pokemon came out this same year? That is not only the more popular anime of the year, it's the most popular anime of all time.
I finally got Full Metal Alchemist. I was expecting something that was going to be good, and it actually met my expectations and Cade's. We get more of like world building aspect of the first episode compared to Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, where there's more action right in the beginning.
I played this dude who was literally on his laptop during the first episode of Full Metal Alchemist. But I guess the action alone give it an A tier, right? Sure. They probably just want a Gunu Winry knowing them.
Gurren Lagann. The first episode of Gurren Lagann starts with main characters Simone and Kamina, which is located beneath the surface.
Wait, rewrite that again?
Tunnel. Eventually, both of the main characters discover a way out through the help of a large monster and a very alluring character in Yoko Littner. This, along with one of the best messages in anime, clearly brings this anime at the top of the A tier category.
Okay, first of all, Yoko is 14 at the start of Gurren Lagann, and here you are playing with yourself on camera while watching.
What the hell?
Obviously, these guys weren't trying to hide the Gunerisms before at all, but now they're just straight up jacking off on camera in their own
Brightro Glows says crazy work.
What the hell? Bro, what is this? What is this? What is this? What are we doing? What are we doing? I don't know what to say to this.
Brawl Game said, bro, that is a prod.
Bro, what the fuck? I can't, man. I don't know.
Brawl Game said she's 14.
Yeah, she is 14. She is 14. Oh, fuck. Like, it's one... Bro, you did not know the camera was in front of you? Like, I don't care if you're saying you're itching yourself or some stupid shit. You don't see yourself on the camera? Go to the bathroom. Pause the camera. Go to the bathroom. What are you doing? What are we doing? Oh my god.
But you didn't. Now everybody can see you gooning on camera. Both the laziness and the creepiness and the horniness is just not real here. Instead of rubbing your schlong, you should try rubbing two brain cells together.
On to the next, Sword Art Online. Me and him have both seen the first episode. We've actually seen the anime.
But this episode's fire.
It brings you in. It was like the first like isekai that like really banged. So you know, it started everything.
It's the original isekai.
It's iconic, bro.
Well, we're gonna get copyrighted, so it's...
Oh yeah.
Y'all know...
What? Oh god, this is why research is very important. I do not think, I'm just gonna say on a limb, it is not the first isekai. What the fuck? This is why, oh, these young. If anything close to Sword Art Online was called Dot Hack Sign. And that was in the early 2000s.
Brawl Game said, I don't like him, why is he beating his meat?
I don't know, I don't like him. I don't like him either. That was fucking weird. I don't know why he did that. That shit wild.
Samurai said, does Sao even count as isekai?
That's where that's a very weird one, because like yes and no. I think it's kind of like in that in between, because since they can jump in, jump out, because if we can call something like SAO and Dot X Sign at isekai, I would call it mid isekai, because it's in between they can jump between the real world and the fantasy world. Because if we can do that, then I guess you can say Digimon is a Blue Los.
Ryuga Samurai said, wait, does Inuyasha count?
Yes, Inuyasha does count, I believe. I think it's just a person going to another world. I don't think they have to be permanently there. So I guess you can call it isekai. Like you can call it SAO, Sword Art Online, Inuyasha, even Digimon as an isekai. Because it makes sense, right? Because no one said you got isekai doesn't mean you have to die. You know what I'm saying? You're just in a different world. Like, I guess you can say mirror, romance and something, if you know what I'm talking about, with the main character, Genta, and his hammer that talks. So we're doing an animation study. So I'm trying to get this animation study right so I can have this girl swing this sword. So we got one. Hold on. And then once we get that, we'll import this into... I might import this into Rough Animator and see if we can get her swinging the sword. So I don't waste time. 1, 2, 3. Oh, are you? So I'm going to try to import this like 1, 2, 3. And then we'll have the final one. That'll be the 4th one. But I won't be able to do it now because after this video, we're going to go play Hollow Knight.
It sets up the plot perfectly. It's better than Fairy Tail, so I put it in the A tier.
It's better than Fairy Tail. Oh my god! Bro, I don't even like Fairy Tail, and I know that's bullshit. That is bullshit. These people need to be arrested for this shit. Get the fuck up out of here. He's out. Get him out. Put him on the bench. He's out. He's out. He's out. Out. Are you serious? Oh no. No. Bro, he said that this is better than Fairy Tail. Are you kidding me?
Sword Art Online is better than...
Bro, I don't even like fucking Fairy Tail. No, that's a fucking lie.
Better than Angel Bees, which I skipped over their segment on that, but they put that in the D tier. Better than Dragon Ball. Better than Detective...
Oh, they put... Yo! Bro, they put... They put... Angel Beats at D tier, bro. What are we doing? No! No! I'm so disappointed. I'm so disappointed. This is like giving a monkey a gun. What are you doing? They put Angel Beats at D tier, bro. On the first episode. What? Oh my god.
Better than Sailor Moon. You have got to be kidding me. Sword Art Online
These are
isn't even the best isekai if we want to consider it an isekai. Things like Re:Zero or Mushoku Tensei.
Yeah. They'll time you out with quick caps.
As a slime are far better. I just can't with these guys. I'm kind of glad these guys don't talk about Steins Gate or Monster in this video because I'd probably crash out even harder than I already am.
I am... No matter what you want to say about the later part of Tokyo Ghoul anime, the first episode of season 1 is actually really good. Banger. We should make a new tier. The awesome Ultra Double S Plus tier. It's going in that tier because Tokyo Ghoul is that good.
No, they're sucking that off because it's what they recognize and everyone knows the songs. Let's just call it for what it is. They're not doing that because they actually think it's good. They're doing that because they recognize it's popular. That's the only reason. And I don't mean like popular like Dragon Ball popular. Like it's just recently popular. That's the only reason why they put that at whatever tier they put it at. Are you kidding me? Oh my god.
According to these guys, somehow Tokyo Ghoul is better than Cowboy Bebop. Honestly, maybe a hot take, but Tokyo Ghoul isn't even better than Sailor Moon, which they put in C tier, mind you. It's not that good, bro. The one thing that everyone remembers from Tokyo Ghoul is the opening theme song, and not
I know, but this has to go on the reaction channel, sadly, so we have to do this.
On its own. Tokyo Ghoul was very much a flavor of the month anime when it came out. Obviously, if you like Tokyo Ghoul, more power to you, but it's very clear these guys just like it because it was probably one of the first anime they ever saw, which is kinda sad.
Alright, Horimiya, we just finished it, and you know what I gotta say? We both have already watched the first. You actually read the whole manga, so.
And guess what?
He's lying.
Fans, you guys need a life. I'm sorry, I get it. You want a Cade Ward type. You want the cool piercings, bro. You want the good bod, bro. You want the little skin, you know. You want the abs, you know. Yeah. But you're not getting anything out of this. There's no substance.
It's Gooner for girls, bro.
It is. It's girl Gooner.
I find it real funny that you guys are calling Horiyami fans shallow when
Yeah, we're done. We're done.
You guys have for these anime here is if it has key jingling fight scenes or girls you can goon to. I don't know, man. Doesn't sound like the Horiyami fans are the shallow ones there.
Now it's time for Chainsaw Man.
Okay, so Chainsaw Man I would not say was the most popular anime of 2022. I personally actually do like Chainsaw Man a decent amount, and I'm looking forward to the Resi Arc movie, but the most popular anime of that year was definitely Spy Family. Spy Family was everywhere, and Chainsaw Man was in a lot of places too, but Spy Family very clearly was the anime that was everywhere. Honestly, I don't think it's even much of a contest here. I feel like these guys are just going by AI or something to determine what the most popular anime of each year is here for this list.
Just one episode of Free Run, Jeremy! One episode of Free Run! You just need to watch Free Run. Everyone loves Free Run. Everyone loves Free Run, okay? Okay?
What's going on?
Alright, Jeremy. We're on our last episode. 2024.
Your game said, bro, can we go back to Wayne Gooners to
How
Wayne
we feeling?
Gooners?
How we feeling? How we feeling?
Why in the world are you
Ryu
freaking
the
out about
Samurai
watching
said,
the
"Teach
first
reminder
episode
they're
of
judging
Free
the
Run
whole
like it's
anime
torture
off
or
of the first
something?
episode."
Free Run is topping my
That's
list.
yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. They're just judging off the first episode. Yeah. So the premise, for those who don't know, who are walking in and seeing this, these idiots are making judgments on these animes based on their first episode. So they're going through several anime, and they're watching their first episode, and then they make a judgment on the anime in general. They don't watch the whole season. They don't watch like any of the seasons. They watch the first episode and they move on to the next anime, and then they make a judgment on said first episode, saying it's either C tier or of the show itself, C tier or A tier. That's the most craziest thing I've ever seen. Can we excuse the crappy list movie? I wish. These are grifters who haven't never seen the shows before. These are kids who are just started watching it on. One of them admitted it. He said he hasn't watched anime for the first time until 2020. I think it was 2020, around the pandemic era. So when that pandemic was happening, this kid was introduced to anime. But I'm pretty sure before that, when anyone mentioned anything about anime, he probably rejected it as fast as possible because he thought it was weird or stupid or it wasn't for him. But as soon as he got locked into his room and his friends probably recommended anime to watch because he had nothing else to do, he watched it and then liked at least one or two of it and thought he can start an anime channel with his stupid friends who had never watched it either. And then when they do, they make whatever judgment on the first episode, which the premise is alright, I guess. Watching a first episode of an anime premise for a video is alright, but you have to come into it with care because it's the literal first episode. Not every first episode is gonna be a fucking banger, people. Like when you watch the first 3 episodes of Death Note, it's pretty slow. I think 3 or 4 episodes, or 2. I think 2 or 3. I think 2 to 3 episodes is very slow, building up everything up to what happens when Light learns of the book and what it does. Anime, I ate no gooner. Then COVID comes in and it all changes, right? It's crazy to me.
These guys constantly have to be so performative and key juggle their audience with random antics like this, even when talking about universally beloved anime. It is so painful and obnoxious to watch. It's like if Mr. Beast's channel was full of fake anime fans.
Correct.
Okay, no way was Solo Leveling the most popular anime of 2024. Pretty sure Dandadan was the show that stuck with a lot more people. Also, it's by far the better crafted show here. Also, it's weird to me because these guys have a short on their channel where they talk about how Dandadan was done dirty by Solo Leveling at the Anime Awards. So clearly they are aware of this, but they just don't care, I guess? Are they just rage baiting at this point, or do they just forget about this short? I don't even know anymore.
Okay, now we're gonna all debate what's the best first episode and come to an agreement of what it is.
After much debate, we have come to the agreement that the best first episode of the century is Tokyo Ghoul.
Oh my god.
These guys just put Tokyo Ghoul as the best anime of the entire century. Which, by the way, this isn't even an entire century of anime. This is 60 years they're covering here. But even if we just went with the 21st century, or heck, even just the 2010s, there is no way Tokyo Ghoul is the greatest anime out of all that. Are you really telling me that Tokyo Ghoul has a better opening than Cowboy Bebop, Evangelion, Sailor Moon, Frieren, Detective Conan, Chainsaw Man, Gurren Lagann, One Piece, One Punch Man, Yu Yu Hakusho, and Berserk, plus many, many more? You have got to be kidding me. With the final three they end up picking here, Attack on Titan, Death Note, and Tokyo Ghoul, it is so clear they're biased towards newer anime. Although Death Note is definitely really good. But these guys definitely couldn't tell you why it's good. These are the guys that call themselves TheAnimeMen, and they've even held panels at Anime Expo. Apparently these—
Are you fucking serious? No way! No way! Now that just proves that there's too many of these tourists in the fucking space. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? No way! They had a panel at Anime Expo and was able to do this. No way! Oh, this shit is rigged. This shit is rigged! No, this makes no sense. Oh my god, dude, I don't even consider myself an anime connoisseur like that, and I know these people don't belong up there. Oh, hell no! This is some bullshit! Now Gundam, It's a Gundam was right! Oh my god, bro was right! It's a Gundam was right! These people need to be gatekeeped like almost instantly. Are you kidding me? There was an Anime Expo with a shit tier list like this? Oh my god, you make IGN look like they know what they're doing. What the fuck? Are you... No, man. No, man. This is over. It's over. We're so fucked. Anime is fucked. It's people like this who gets in and then they... Oh my god.
To be fair, but I'm kind of curious if I had gone and what their audience would have looked like. I kind of imagine all those people would have been on their phones too. Like, I didn't really care for Kimbo Slice's anime ranking video either, but man, even this is better than that still. At least with Kimbo's video, you could tell he wasn't so blatantly an anime tourist and he actually had watched the things he was discussing. These guys just don't care. They only got into anime past 2020 because it was trendy. Again, like I said at the start of this video, I'm not really into gatekeeping at all, so if these guys want to get into anime and maybe learn more about it, that would be great. But it's so obvious they don't care about that because they keep disrespecting classic values.
No. Yeah, I'm for the gatekeeping because to a degree, because the problem with this is people like this take advantage of your kindness of trying to bring more people into space, and when these people get in, they don't give a fuck about the medium. They give a fuck about getting clout. That's all they care about. If there was no money in it like that, they will not watch it. They will not care about this. Even if it was in the 2020s, they will not care. They do not give a flying shit. That's wild, dude.
Pieces of anime, just glazing newer ones that are popular. They also don't bother to say anything at all about each piece of anime here. Their commentary just constantly boils down to making dumb jokes or gooning over women. It's so obvious that they aren't anime fans at all. These guys are just grifters through and through. They're honestly some of the worst griftly bears I've had to cover on this channel before, I think. It was so hard to get through their entire video just because of how cringeworthy it was. I'm gonna repeat the point I made before about anime tourists on their own not really being a bad thing. But I think this honestly goes even beyond just being an anime tourist. This is just being an anime grifter. And the response to this video from many, many other people obviously has not been pretty at all.
Have come to the agreement that the best first episode of the century is Tokyo Ghoul.
You call yourselves anime fans. Your name is TheAnimeMen.
Okay, I got this toy sword. I'm going to question life choices now.
That's what these anime tourists, at least from what I have seen online, claim. You know, they think that they have entered this space and gone and looked around and gone, hey, everything that is like not epic fights and shonen and amazing animation and hype doesn't fall under what I constitute.
Correct. I said this a few weeks ago. it's people who are just exposed to the mainstream thing because it's what's corporately popular and approved, that once they walk outside that gate, oh my god, they have a whole like epiphany that everything needs to change. Like they turn to super Karens almost instantly, which is the irony because yes, the shonen thing did a great job in the anime space, but without the other stuff outside of that, anime would not be anime for where it is. That's the problem. These people are fucking grifter tourists. They don't know what they're doing. They're just here for the clout. Even shit, even when they say about all the stuff that they don't like, it's a form of grifting too, because they don't care about it. Because they don't even watch the shit. They don't watch it. They only watch the stuff like the Dragon Ball Z's, the Jujutsu Kaisens, the Dan, all the My Hero Academias, the Demon Slayers. They only watch the stuff that's approved. Once it's not approved, they have a full mental breakdown. It's wild.
Anime, therefore, it must be bad.
Goku with a tail. I've never seen that before. Serious? They called themselves the Anime Men and they didn't know Goku had a tail? That's like not knowing LeBron used to play for the Miami Heat.
Or it's like, and you know they're more full of shit because even if you don't even have to watch Dragon Ball to know that. You don't even have to whether GT.
You know what? Let's read the most popular manga since that anime video took off.
Yeah.
Let's start with Berserk. Demon cheeks.
Right. Oh my god. This is wild. Like, bro, you don't have to watch Dragon Ball. You don't have to watch GT. You don't have to watch the Heroes one, that horrible one. Shit, just play the video games, dude. Like, Dragon Ball Tenkaichi. The series, Budokai Tenkaichi. Budokai just in general. They literally sell you the same characters over and over again with the same movesets and stuff, just updated with better graphics. They've never played Dragon Ball Fighters. They have never played the Budokai series, Tenkaichi, the most recent Dragon Ball game where you have all different iterations of what Goku is, from Young, from GT, from Daima. The fuck? Oh my god, this is wild, dude. Now I know for a fact grifting is wild. There must be a big bang in this.
I don't even watch basketball and I know that.
Honestly, I'm kind of glad they didn't talk about Steins Gate or Monster or Apothecary Diaries, ReZero or Vinland Saga, because I probably would have crashed out harder than I already did here. At the end of the day, these guys do not love anime at all. They don't care about the art, storytelling, or characterization of any of it. I honestly struggle to even call them anime tourists. They're just anime grifters. This really sucks because with all the anime they cover here, there is so much they could have actually said about each one. And they could have educated their audience on what makes each one good or bad, but they just didn't do that. They don't care. And personally, as someone who likes to educate people on media and likes to see other people educating people on media, this is just really frustrating.
Oh, you didn't do anything. It's just it was not us. It was the It was Nightbot. Sorry about that.
Engaging analysis of anime that does go in depth. I recommend checking out Bonsai Pop, Mother's Basement, Red Bard, or Nozumi VA. Please watch these channels and don't watch TheAnimeMen. They clearly do not actually care. But what do you think? Have you seen the TheAnimeMen's video? And if you have, what do you think of it? Let me know in the comments below. Regardless,
it's horrible.
I appreciate you enduring my pain with me throughout the entirety of this video. If you like this video, be sure to give it a like and also consider subscribing. If you enjoyed this video, you'll probably like the other videos I have planned as well, since I cover film and animation overall. At 30,000 subscribers, we're actually gonna watch
I hope so.
Drinkers movie, so that'll be fun.
I'm trying to get it right.
Interesting things on that one, so looking forward to it. You can also follow me on all the socials linked down below, such as Blue Sky, Twitter, Instagram.
Yep, we're gonna play Hollow Knight in 2 seconds. Just give me a second.
In-depth movie reviews. Special thanks to my patrons, DBC1996, Trayvon Gibson, Sparky Waffles, Jared the
I
Rabbit,
think the arm is a little too off.
MMBY123, Sasha Blasek, and Geothermal Penguin for supporting me over there. I appreciate y'all pitching in with the extra monetary effort to keep me doing what I do here. Definitely means a lot. And I appreciate you for sticking around till the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it and learned something new from it. But for now, I've been Otterly Noah, and I'll see you on the Otter side. Bye!
I'll have to fix that arm. All right, guys, we're gonna stop it from here. We tried my best to make this work as best as I could. I'm gonna try import this into Rough Animator later on this week, just to see if we can really make it work. Because I want to see if I can make the animation move to one place to the next. I think this is how I'm gonna make animation. I make a clean version of this, import it, and see if it works. I can probably make that work. We'll see. I wanted the fourth. I wanted the fourth pose to be her smashing the sword to the floor, but we'll have to hold off on that one, sadly. So, all right. With that said, I'll see you guys in a couple of minutes. I'm gonna get everything set up so we can play some Silk Song and continue where we last left off. I think we're near at the end, so hopefully we get that out of the way. If we do get it done in a very reasonable time, we'll go play Peak. All right. I'll see you guys in 5 minutes or so. And I'll see you guys in a bit. I'll be on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. So if you want to watch on one of those platforms, that's gonna be it. All right, there, guys. See you in 5 minutes.